My next question for you. Professional appearance often communicates before we ever speak. What role has personal presentation played in establishing credibility, confidence, and influence throughout your career?
It's a great question, and people might think it might be a superficial question, but just do the research and the data.
Mm,
The data shows that people who smile more are
yes.
perceived to be more intelligent.
Hmm.
Period. That's what the data shows. If you
Sure.
just do some research on that. Professional appearance is everything to me because you only have, we used to always say, you only have one time to make a good first impression. And so, what I can say to people when you're coming on a brand new job, whether it's entry level or you're transitioning from one level to the other, you set the standard of who you are based on your personality. And having it all together on the outside really is an indicator that you have it together on the inside. And
Indeed.
so, personal appearance is just critical. It tells me a few things. It tells me that you are professional and that you understand. It gives me the seriousness of the matter. We're dealing with a lot of unserious people today.
Mm,
And so it just tells me there's a laid back feeling now after COVID. Everybody's kind of laid back. But I think that your appearance and wearing business suits versus casual attire, it's how you're put together, whether it's your nails or for women, how you treat your hair. You know what that tells me? That if you value yourself, that means as an employer, I would look at you and say that means you'll value the work that you do. That means that you value the person or the entity that pays your paycheck. And so it's a longer realm. And it really gives you self-confidence and self-worth to know that I'm walking, I want to project. Before people even hear our voice, they see us unless they're visually impaired. And I
sure.
have to always remember that because I'm in civil rights. But
Hmm.
oftentimes people will see you before and they make assumptions about you. We say this to young people all the time. When you're putting a tattoo across your neck or someplace that is visible and you're in the workplace, if judgments are made based on that body art, which I think is absolutely beautiful. I think it's independent if that's what you want to do. But be prepared for these inherent biases
Of
that
course.
you cannot control. And so if you want to have body art, maybe it may behoove you to put it in a place that if you cover it, you can still have an expression of your personhood, right? Which I believe is so important to freedom. But that we just have to understand in certain environments. In some places, it may not matter. But let's say in more conservative, in the law or in banking or more conservative fields, it just may. So I think that appearance goes with a whole lot, including the body, your body art. It goes with how you take care of yourself. You just project that I have it all together. And that's the biggest thing that you want to do because what does it say? Competence. And people want to do business with people who are competent. People want to hire people who are competent, not just shoveled and they don't look like they have it together.
I agree. I agree. Thank you for sharing that. Um, want to do starting into the difference between the generations. We won't go down that road, but that's a very important lesson, particularly with those demographics that have really embraced body art or body piercings or all of those things. I do a lot of training with a lot of young people, and I always hear, Dr. Wilson, I just really want to be my authentic self. And that has nothing to do with the performance or my role in the job. And I said, but what you need to understand is when you join an organization, whether it be a boutique firm, whether it be a billion-dollar conglomerate, you're a part of that, you are then a part of that brand. And so you were then identified as General Motors or Kroger or the Penny Brown Reynolds Foundation. And so once you then build or establish that relationship for that connection, it is then it's a thought of that entity or that enterprise that we be in alignment. So if I ask that you wear a uniform every day and that uniform be a polo shirt and a pair of khaki pants, and you agree once you accept that job that you're going to do that, you don't get to then deviate from that script.
Yes,
I
I think
think,
that's a good point.
yeah.